Hello, everybody. Welcome. As it is, we are continuing and we're going into Rock Tunnel. No sound is on episode, and we are going to continue episode that way. As it is, you may be able to hear me thoroughly. Let me know if the vote is more no sound or more episode. I do like the sound effects of the game, though. As it is, we all come in and we have our Voltorbs come out and use Flash. Now, definitely during this whole segment of being in the cave, they will be watching us battle and guarding with Flash. If it does work. While Pokemon won't encounter us for a while. As this, Brian leads the way. And she sends out some of her other Pokemon to try to get them to get and gain experience. Pixar comes out. An immediate ER Ember. There is the lair while Machop is burned. She goes for the Ember again. Easy battle for her, but she took damage. And as it is, Pokemon fight, ready, go. Pokemon Maniac wants to challenge Sif for the first time. It is Pokemon and Pokemaniac Ashton. She sends out Bomb, he sends out Cubone. She gives it a shot while Cubone is a ground type. There is the dig, but it has normal effect. And Cubone resists it and does an immediate headbutt, exhausting Bomb immediately. She has a choice factor of what she's going to do immediately with Bomb down in the cave. She returns Bomb and sends out Ma. There's the lair. Ma uses Seismic Toss. There is Karate Chop. Exhausts Cubone. Cubone does a huge headbutt. Ma resists it. And does Karate Chop again. But she has felt that headbutt. This sends out Slowpoke. Goes for the secret power, and there's the flinch. As Ma does bite. Believably. There's Seismic Toss. Secret power again. And there's secret power. And Ma is trying to learn revenge. An attack move that gains its intensity if the target has hurt the user first. She definitely takes away focus energy and makes Ma learn revenge. He says, game over. As it is, we do pass up some items. Some items aren't there at their moment. And sometimes items are there in their abundance. Mel comes out for me, and there's the Vine Whip for Geodude, which is perfect as Geodude comes out for me to train her because that's what I'm training her in the cave for, to go against Geodudes, to practice her Vine Whip, to be stronger. A Maneki comes out this time. It's a different challenge. I don't go for it. She's a Bellsprout. I actually send out Sector. There's the lair. Scratch occurs. Pretty big scratch. There's the karate chop. It's not very effective. I tell Sector to use poison powder and he lands it. So far, so good. We're having a confident battle. Maneki does Leer. There's the scratch. Maneki resists his scratch, but just goes down by the poison. She goes down by the poison. As is, there's the boost. As it is, Torb ends up gaining what Torb gains from watching experientially while using an HM. Send out Mel, and there is Torb right there. There's the supersonic. Torb is confused. I try to tell him to use, to use Sonic Boom. And Sonic Boom occurs. Exciting news. Leech Life occurs. Torb hurts itself. There is the astonished. Torb snaps out of confusion and does Sonic Boom on Zubat. Very light supersonic with the affliction of confusion. There's Geodude. Vine Whip occurs. And it's easy battle for Mel again. And Mel gains another boosted and secretly grows level this time instead. While Maneki appears. I return mail and I send out Blast this time. Let Blast get some quality battle time. There is the Mega Punch. Geodude pops out for her. She sends out Bime. She goes for it. Well, Bime is exhausted for a karate chop. Super effective. Geodude resisted. And there's the karate chop again. Thankfully, it did a mud sport. I draw illustrations of Pokemon. The Pokemon Maniac Winston sends out Slowpoke. She sends out Bime exhausted. She knows that it's not Bime's battle anyway. She sends out Sparks. There's Disable, but it fails. There's the Thunder Shock by Sparks. Super effective. But Slowpoke definitely shakes it off. Not showing that it's super effective. Good, decent damage water gun. Critical hit on the next Thunder Shock after being hit by the water gun. Sparks does it and paralyzes Slowpoke. Slowpoke got a full dosage of her Thunder Shock. And immediately they call Disable. As is, Sparks goes for Mega Punch. They call Dodge. And they avoid, but it takes all of Slowpoke's energy. I tried to almost call him Slowbro. Because it's the Slowpoke inflicted with paralysis, which makes it slow. And it's a male, bro. As is, Geodude pops up again. This time, she knows this is Bime's battle. Gives Bime a super potion. Geodude takes advantage and does tackle. Bime does dig. Voids Geodude's rock throw. Of course, Bime does dig. It's super effective, but it triggers Geodude mad. And there's the rock throw. Again. She immediately calls Karate Chop in a quick instant to react fast. And Bime reacts fast. And does it. There's stats. Geodude pops up. And there is the Karate Chop. Karate chopped again. Geodude female goes down. And she probably was watching the other Geodude and she wanted to battle. As it is, we're all catching up. Now we are where we are. That does mean that the trainers did move from the areas where they are. That we are prior to where we are in cave. Wherever the last person is where we all are. We are not out at a destination until we all are. As is, Ryan is trying to catch her next Pokemon. She tries to catch Maneki, but she actually tells Pixar to do Roar. And Maneki runs away. So she goes for the next Pokemon that she's going to try to catch her. And it's a Geodude, female. There's the Pokeball. Geodude breaks out. And there is the Great Ball that catches her. Of course, as is, she finally catches her own Geodude. And the information got skipped. It was new information, I believe. But we will check it out whenever we get the chance. It won't be for a couple episodes. If so, might forget completely. And she names her Jude with a G. As it is, now that she has her 20 species, she's going to the assistant. We all are moving as her. Geodude does magnitude. Pixar has gone down. This causes alarm to her. She says go Leafta with no games and tells him to do Razor Leaf. An immediate Razor Leaf. Huge critical hit as he sees Pixar go down and she notices him avenging her, which is a good bonus to have a fire Pokemon on his side. He's one of the hardest Venusaurs ever to me because he was so cool at the Pokemon Tower when he was dealing with curses and all that stuff with Alexis, with Sprine when he first was evolving. As it is, I'm still excited about the other Ivysaurs, and we're going to see how they blossom. Leafta snaps out of confusion and does Leafta and hits with that Razor Leaf. It's not very effective, but it is a devastating blow sometimes. those leaves are razory. As is, she goes and gets her Everstone. Now, as it is, they are playing, so as is, we aren't going to disturb them because they're in the middle of meeting. We haven't been in the cave, but for I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. And Arbana is pretty vast, so it probably is taking about that amount of time for them to meet each other. Or they haven't met each other just yet, even. Because they're all distracted away from each other so far. Being in their own sets. There's the razor leaf. Not very effective. Zubat goes for Leech Life. Oh, Leaf Tuff? Too funny. There's the Razor Leaf. And I love how it says it. It's not very effective. Just so you know, if you start getting braggy. He does Razor Leaf again. It's not very effective. There's the bite. He just eats that bite. It doesn't even affect him. He just says his name of his actual. And as it is, now we are starting to walk forward, more farther in the cave. And Onyx appears. Thankfully, Leafta is here. And Onyx, if one of them knows, they're gonna all know. And as it is, this tunnel cave is huge. It is a breeding ground for the onyxes. And it has a high level and a lower level. The cave has itself, but once you get into a certain length of the cave, above you is the Pokemon Tower graveyard on the top essence of the mountain. As is, Razor Leaf hits. Super effective. Picnicker Martha would like to battle. She sends out Oddish. There is the Karate Chop. It's not very effective. Oddish does stun Spoiler. And I guess that's better than Poison Powder. Bime is now inflicted with status paralyzation. As it is, it's a stare down. Oddish does Sweet Scent is ordered. There's the karate chop. She feels like it's not going Bottom's way, so she returns him. She sends out Cleffa. Cleffa does brick break. Bottom watches. Impressively. They're impressed with each other's moves. There's the sleep powder. Cleffa is fast asleep while Oddish is doing sweet scent still. Cleffa has woken up to the aroma and does double slap. Oddish shakes her twice because Oddish has her scent and is able to. There is the pound. And before Oddish can even go down, as Oddish resists, it does poison powder. Finally, Oddish gets taken down. Bulbasaur is sent out. Cleffa is still injured by poison. There is the pound. And Razor Leaf occurs. Cleffa resists very well. There's another pound. There is the Razor Leaf. That poison's kicked in, and she is exhausted. She's able to take down Bulbasaur though. And Sif gets her amount from winning. Now, if a episode has no sound effects to the game, if you don't hear that music, or you don't hear the Pokemon's little cries, then you know that the episode is already a episode being reviewed and retold. Oh wow. Dang. This year can't catch a break for people. Or every year is every year still, but wow. That's just how it's gotta be said though. And the Sonic Boom takes down Zubat. Do you know about Pokemon cosplay? I don't know. Pokemaniac Steve would like to battle. Pokemaniac Steve sends out Charmander. I send out Orb. There's the Sonic Boom. Charmander goes with Ember. Does some damage. Orb does resist. She calls Flash. Orb's Flash misses. They dodge it. And there's the Ember with a burn. ER Ember. As that could be Pixar's own special signature name when burns occur. And there's the Metal Claw, and Charmander's attack raises. Didn't notice that. And he avoids Spizz's Mega Kick. I did notice that. And goes for Metal Claw again. He avoids another Mega Kick, which was what I did notice. He avoided both Mega Kicks. Didn't know he erased his attack also, though. Very impressive Charmander on this Maniac. She goes for Protect, this he calls Smoke Screen, which was a genius idea, as Spizz takes down Charmander and connects with Bite. And there's Bite again. Cubone flinches. That Spizz has a Bite, as it misses that time. Cubone does a critical hit on the headbutt, which is amazing. And I do wonder if this was a series, how would it be? Bite misses with Spizz. And Spizz lands Bite completely. Well, that is that. And of course, he hands her $106. Which in their interval was $1,056. There is the rock throw. There's rock throw again. Bomb is exhausted, but does karate chop. Super effective. And I can tell Bime is putting as much as Bime can with these karate chops. They're not probably landing complete connected to really take down Geodude, but they're landing severely. And that magnitude takes down Bime. She doesn't give Geodude the satisfaction to take down Cleffa. She sends out Ma. There is Leafta. As is, while Zubat tries to interfere after seeing that it going down, she sends out Leaf there also. As Leaf was already sent out. Comes over and tries to do supersonic, but misses. And there is the Razor Leaf. Now, as it is that first Razor Leaf did hit partially and did partially take down Zubat. During that other Razor Leaf, that could have been the same Razor Leaf impact, which hit both of them because Razor Leaf can travel in a amount variety of leaves. And yeah, I don't want to confuse it, but Zubat could have got already injured. And there is the Fury Swipes as Blast comes out. Big mistake. But not a big mistake. A brave one. I tell him Metal Claw. And it's a critical hit. And I think it is around where that Pokemon Maniac is. So I think he's seen what occurred. With his Charmander. I check out if there's any other, if I have a certain TM and I don't. Send out Mel. There's the Astonish. There's Rap. There is the Sleep Powder. Here's the Rap. Another Rap. Zubat end up being freed. And there's another Rap. Zubat is fast asleep still. Mel does another Rap. Another Rap. Zubat wakes up just in the nick of time, exhausted. And there's Astonish. Zubat has enough strength to hang on from the injury of the Rap. The marking of Rap. That's what I call it. The marking. It's like a curse. I end up giving Mel a potion. Check it out. That was my last potion. But I don't regret it. Send out Mel. As is, I send out Sector. I feel like this is a good battle for him, and he'll be able to take on this Machop female. As is, there's a Karate Chop. It's not very effective. He immediately puts her to sleep by his effect spore. She chopped the wrong area of his body. There's the leech life. It's not very effective, but I started having him do leech life while Machop is fast asleep. While she's fast asleep, to let her get a fair battle and to alert her how severely nightmaring he can be. But as it is, this Machop female is going to learn how nightmare he can be as soon as she wakes up. He does scratch and there is the low kick. It's not very effective. She was woke, so she was able to resist the scratch. There is the karate chop. And there's the leech life. I tell him to leech life her again. I have to practice on him getting stronger with his leech lives. As is, Mel grows levels secretly and is trying to learn poison powder, which is exactly what I want Mel to learn with her typing. As it is, Well already knows sleep powder, so Mel learns poison powder. And then it's a stare down, it's a showdown with Maneki and Mel. I think about it, but I'd say Sector return. Mel return. Sector, let's go. Sector avoids. Critical hit in the first Fury swipes. There is the second one. Tell him the poison powder, but no luck. There's a Lear. She's going for stronger attacks. The poison powder has landed. We'll see what she does after on reaction. We're still doing research. There's Lear. We haven't done that much research in this cave just yet. This is our only time that we're really doing research. Then me going back and forth. The scratch. And Sector grows level secretly. And what? Sector is evolving. A moment that I could not wait for. And as it is, I was wondering if Sector needed a leaf stone, but the person at the mart has told us what Pokemon evolve with the leaf stone. It scatters toxic spores from the mushroom cap. In China, the spores are used as a herbal medicine. As it is, an Onyx comes out on Sith. And it's pretty built. It's pretty cool how Rock Tunnel was built because Onyxes can come out of the underground and still be like small. But they're not that small because they can get up cave elevations. And there's the karate shop to take down Onyx. I think the super potion is used for my. Spiz is switched out and Cleffa has fainted. She had no choice on that one. There is the bite. As it is, she could have wasted super potions and had Cleffa still in the game, but poison might severe. We tell her so. She just lets her go out of her misery and faint. There's the magnitude. Pretty huge bite. Geodude resisted. Second bite takes down Geodude though. There's the bite. Zubat goes down immediately. Hit me with your best shot. Hiker Eric would like to battle. There is the bite. Chop does leer. And there is a bite that's critical. Shocks him. Spit grows level secretly. There's Onyx. And bite takes down Onyx. Fired away. And $72 is obtained. $720. This tunnel goes a long way, kid. She sends off Spiz and tells Spiz to bite. Geodude goes down. She's realizing that he's getting stronger with the bites. So she's knowing that he's growing. Another Geodude sent out. And another bite takes down Geodude. And there is Machop. He goes for Mega Kick but misses. There's the Leer. And there's the Mega Kick. And down goes Machop. Duh. You went. Doy. Onyx comes out again. She has been encountering Onyx. Manakee comes out. Mel. She's excited to see Manakee. But she does Mega Kick on him. Down Manakee goes. Huge toll as those Mega Kicks were missing. She missed like 3 of them. Huge critical hit. Bite. Spiz improvised. Hiker Oliver sends out another Onyx. And there's another flinch bite by Spiz. And there is bite again. And as is, Spiz grows level. There is the bite. And there's a critical hit on the bite. Now, as it is, these hikers are watching and also participation if we don't go too far. And Sif finds an escape rope, which is useful. Sends out Ma. There's the Fury swipes. Not that hurtful to Ma. Huge karate chop. She takes down Manakee. Well, Maneki appears and it's a stare down before I can even pair any of my Pokemon for a second. I send out Meldo real quick. Like, yeah, you're in trouble if you do attack me. I will order her to poison powder. What I do tell her to come back, and I do send out Sector this time.
Clothes are more than just laundry. They're what you live your life in, which is why Downy does more to make them softer, fresher, and better. Because it's just a blanket until you bundle your new favorite person in it. Just a hoodie,
There is the leech life. It's not very effective.
just a jacket, until it's the smell that brings you back home when you're far away from home. And that's why Downy does more than just soften and freshen your clothes. Downy
It's
puts
a
soft.
stare down for a second.
We know that potty training can move to its own rhythm.
There's the low kick. It's not very effective. Sector goes for scratch. Pretty big scratch. Maneki goes for karate chop. Not very effective. There is the scratch to wrap it up. Just checking out Wells' level for a second, deciding if I would need to train up Well. I don't know Wells' level, but I just check out to see if Well would be battling, but I decide to go with Shoulder. Outside of you, like you should show me respect, some respect. Hiker Lucas with the big words wants to battle her, and she is one of the ones to talk to you hikers for that respect. She doesn't. She has respect, but she doesn't with hikers. She's not afraid of their remarks of authority. There is the mud sport and revenge. That may have been the first time I did revenge. There is the defense girl. She's trying to get uh Ma to get attacked and to pull off the revenge. Super effective, but there is the attack of Rock Throw. So there is revenge. I give, he says. Sends out Ma. Let's just stare down for a second. There's the secret power. Down the bag goes. As is, just a quick second before we get into everything. Alright, we're continuing. Wow, Geodude has appeared. Shoulder does dig. Of course, Geodude misses. There is the dig. Super effective, but it makes the Geodude mad. And Geodude does magnitude. Level 8. Super effective on her, but she resists it. And tell her to do rock slide. It's not very effective. There is the rock slide. Another Onyx approaches. Of course, I send her out. And this is the easy advantage. I told her to use dig. Onyx just goes with normal battle performance and tries tackle. As it is, these wild Onyx do no dig, but it's not a move that they use to battle. Unless it's taught. It's not very effective. There is the bomb. Shoulder does tackle. It's not very effective. There's Screech. So stare down while Onyx is exhausted. Give them a pride while they're communicating. Still a stare down. All right, here's a stare down. Pretty big, huge stare down. As she is blocking the path that we need to continue by. Thankfully, that I do have shoulder, it makes it much easier for upgain respect. They're the same type of Pokemon and a Pokemon with the same type of size or height. All right, here we are. Ma is out. There's the pound. Ma gets to use revenge. It is super effective. What will Ma do? Pidgey has fainted from sparks. Sparks has gained boost. Also, Tail Whip. Pay what day occurs. I'm just thinking about Tail Whip. There was the Mega Punch, and there's another payday. Coins scatter everywhere. Sparks grows level secretly. Sparks is trying to learn Slam. Of course, she defeats Picnic or Sophia. Oh, I did my best. Jitter does rock throwing my. There is revenge. Super effective. There's the magnitude high level 8. Spiz does bite. Graveler goes down. Geodude disappointed. Sparks does the huge thunder shock.